Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought, since I haven't yet done a get ready with me and I'm still trying to redeem myself from my makeupless first two videos, I thought I would take this opportunity to do that. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm getting started with this is actually a product that I just recently started using. For those of you, sorry, and I'm only using one hand because I cut my finger pretty bad with knives the other day, which is probably why you haven't yet seen a cook with me video. No one wants to watch me cut my finger off. Anyways, I would say about 6 months ago was introduced to Beautycounter, and I've sort of just been trying their products one by one, and as soon as I tried their cleansing balm, which I'll show you their cleansing balm, and I use this pretty much every day at night, and this one's getting empty, thank goodness I have reserves, but it's just this amazing, I don't know if you can see, it's like a I don't know, it's a balm that kind of rocked my world and blew my mind when I learned how to take my makeup off with it, but it is a game changer. And so recently, once I became a consultant, because I was just so obsessed with products and I want to share them with the world, I got this sample for doing some sales, and there's 3 oils that Beautycounter has, and I got little samples of all 3, and this guy, the #1 oil, is my favorite, and it's a brightening and vitamin C oil, which literally smells like I just rubbed my face with fresh grapefruit and oranges, and that I think it's wonderful and I totally love it. So that is a favorite product of mine. I cleaned my house a little bit today, and so all of my usual products are kind of hiding, so you're going to see me use some funny products in this video. But I love the oil. It makes my skin feel nice and hydrated, which I'm especially dry this time of year. And then it smells amazing. So I will try to link it down below if you guys are interested. And then now what I'm going to do, normally I would actually apply a heavier moisturizer over, but I realized when I was cleaning up earlier, I buried my regular moisturizer, thinking it was a different one, behind a bunch of stuff. And so if I try to move it right now, it's all gonna fall out of the cabinet. So I'm using this guy, which is right in front, and this is just it's Neutrogena's oil-free moisturizer with sunscreen, and the face makeup I'm using right now does not have a sunscreen in it, so that's actually a really great option. And then also that's like a go-to moisturizer that I use in the winter. Alright, so now I'm going to apply my foundation, and this is just the Mary Kay Time Wise Luminous Wear Liquid Foundation. Yes, I was a consultant for them. I haven't made any sales or used repurchase product in a long time. I think one of the last times I bought just a bulk of product for myself. I believe in their products. I think they're great. Still use them. So anyways, this is their Luminous Wear Foundation in Beige 6. And for the record, in terms of Mary Kay products, I use their eye makeup remover as well. So something worth noting is anytime I use the Beautycounter cleansing balm, you do not need eye makeup remover at all. It takes your makeup right off, and I think if you have fake lashes, you probably couldn't use it, because I don't think you're supposed to have any kind of like oils if you have the lashes, so you would probably have to address that differently. But yeah, if you use the Beautycounter's cleansing balm, you do not need eye makeup remover. I generally use that at night, and then I use a lot of times like the CeraVe, or sometimes I use Mary Kay. It's called Clear Proof, I believe, is their like an acne wash, which I really don't have a ton of issues with that. I mostly I think Marcus uses it quite a bit. Not that he really has issues either, but it's just a nice preventative. It doesn't have like any scent to it. And I definitely, like 2 years ago, basically when I was pregnant, did not use it at all. So that's, I think, when Marcus really like jumped on and started taking that over. And yes, I apply my foundation with my hands. I have not gotten on the Beauty Blender bandwagon. I used to use sponges when I was younger, and to tell you the truth, I always felt like the sponge just like sucks up all the stuff, and you're like half of what I just put like on the sponge just went there. So anyways, I enjoy sort of the dewy look that I got from putting it on with my fingers. I think it blends really well. You guys are probably gonna hate all the things I do with my makeup. I am not by any means professional or know what I'm doing, just what I do. And if you guys have tips, I'm totally open to that. So this is my eyebrow pencil. It's the Brow Stylist Sculptor by L'Oreal. It's got a little blonde pencil on the other end, which I like basically never use, but I like it's got a little brush attached, which is really fun. I get to use it to like brush out my eyebrows, which grew back in. It's weird, I use a little mirror even though I have a huge mirror right in front of me. They grew back in after my pregnancy, basically, when I started all of my new hair regrowth. And I thought that was great because when I was younger, I had a little plucking fest and my eyebrows never grew back right. So I have more eyebrows than I've ever had. Okay, so next I'm going to use this Smashbox eyeshadow primer. It's not my favorite. My usual one that I prefer is the MAC 24-hour primer. I was introduced to it by a sweet friend of mine who gave it to me as a gift, and I'm pretty sure it was her very kind way of saying, Lisa, you always have eyeshadow creases in the afternoon. And I started using it, and that pretty much resolved that issue. But I lost my primer somewhere, and it's like $25 to buy the primer. Sorry, I'm using a towel to buff out some old shadow out of my just quick everyday brush. Another thing I'm sure I'll be chastised for. Anyways, I can't find it, and it's not super cheap to just replace. I'm sure it will turn up, and if not, I will buy it because the tube lasts you like a year. You need the tiniest amount. But it is what it is. Alright, so eyeshadow, this is the one I'm using today. It's the Tarteist Pro To Go. I bought it. This is my second one that I purchased in this color. This is the Amazonian clay palette, and I just mixed the two colors. There's, it's so funny. So it's Hype and Crisp. Although I feel like in my head I was reading it as hyphy, and I think that's like a Bay Area term. I don't know. But this is just my super quick look that I do. I'm not trying to be super fancy. I'm not going anywhere tonight. Just putting some makeup on so I look and feel like myself when I go out, and look a little decent when I pick up Noah. I don't want him to be like, where's my mother? No, of course, he obviously sees me looking all sorts of different ways, but yeah, I feel better when I put makeup on. And I don't wear a ton. I don't know, maybe I do compared to like other people, but I really don't feel like I do. Alright, I do like a sparkle shadow, but I don't like it to shimmer too much. I would say it's safe to say I like a little more of a glitter shadow than a metallic one. Alright, eyeliner. I still wear eyeliner everywhere. Tops, bottoms. Sometimes I just throw it on the bottom and put some mascara on top. I feel more like myself when I do the tops. So, and it's a hair washing day, so I'm gonna go all out. I'm going to focus on some work, and then I took a little break to take Noah and Marcus to work in daycare, and we grabbed coffee. We go to the A&P by our house sometimes when I want caffeinated coffee, because at our house, in terms of K-cups, we generally just keep decaf K-cups on hand, and if we really want like regular caffeinated coffee, then we actually have a grinder and like nice beans from like different shops that we like that are local, like Verve, etc. Alright, so mascara. So I'm currently putting on my It's Dior Show mascara. This is the first time I ever bought this. I'm probably getting towards the end of the tube at this point. I like it more now than I did in the beginning, and I waited a long time to buy this. I could not bring myself to pay the price for this mascara, and I finally treated myself, I think, back around Noah's birthday. Just before we were getting ready to go on our trip, I was like, okay, I'll buy, I think I bought like an eyeshadow palette, this mascara, and like maybe 1 or 2 other little things. And I just did not love it. I feel like my good old fashioned wear it every day Maybelline, it's the Lash Sensational. I don't know if it's the brush or if it's the product, but I found that layering this over still like totally, sorry, let's get a little wiggle out, little wiggle. So I just thought I would layer this over, and I ended up being really happy with the way that it looked. There's my mascara. Alright, I feel like timer says I'm at 14 minutes. I feel like that's a long time to do makeup. Alright, so I know I put on a liquid foundation, but for whatever reason, I just never got into putting on concealer. So I almost like, I do my first layer of like my liquid foundation, which is super sheer. It's not heavy coverage, and a lot of times in the summer I might just like throw that on, or like I'll mix it with a little bit of the SPF lotion, the same one that I used today. And like if we're gonna go to the beach or swimming or something, like that is what I will do. And then I like, if I just really want to cover up the redness, or like sort of, not that my scars can really be hidden, but like blend out my scar, then I will use my compact foundation. The one I'm using right now is Cover FX. It is thicker, and it doesn't blend as easily as I would like it to, and I also sometimes like to have compact foundation so that I can just jump and go, and this one's way too heavy to just do that really quick. I feel like it's too thick. Alright, so here's the makeup look. Okay, so I really want to get a vlog up tomorrow. So I did a get ready with me. I did just my face makeup, and I've since blow dried and ironed my hair. And if you're interested, I will, sorry, I was just eating some of Noah's granola bar. He kept giving me bites. If you're interested, I will totally do a get ready with me hair edition. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you are interested in more content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.